Well, it's a special day. 8 decades ago, a legend was born. Today, the King, Richard Petty, celebrates his 80th birthday.
Yeah, what a milestone for this legend right here. And it's only right we take a look back at some of his greatest moments in NASCAR history. Let's backtrack 50 years to 1967 when the legend was created. Petty's Blue Plymouth was unstoppable, at one point winning 10 races in a row, which still holds the record today. And at season's end, Petty had won 27 of 49 races where his nickname, the King, was born.
Well, how about this, Luke? 14 years later, he broke another record. Petty won the 1981 Daytona 500, marking his 7th win in the event. That's still the most in the history of the sport.
And what NASCAR fan could forget the Firecracker 400 back in 1984? Even President Ronald Reagan in attendance, as Petty earned his 200th career victory, the most all time, even to this day.
And if you still aren't convinced he's the King, this right here might change your mind. He had more than 1,100 starts in 35 years of racing, and on top of his 200 wins, Petty had 555 top 5s, 712 top 10s. That means he finished 10th or better in about 64% of his starts. Well, Petty might have made it look easy, but wins on the NASCAR Cup circuit are anything but that. If you need proof, just look at Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Yeah, it took him 158 races to take home his first Cup Series victory, but just 7 races later, Stenhouse found himself back in victory lane this weekend. It wasn't all that easy, though, to avoid wrecks last night at Daytona. By the end of the night, the drivers had racked up a record 13 cautions at the Coke 0400, looking like me driving out there. But somehow, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. cleared all of them and took the second checkered flag of his career. And here is his key to success.
It's a lot. It's luck. It's hard work and determination by all the guys on our team. It's really prepared race cars, looking over everything, making sure we're not missing anything. It's easy to miss something. You're running so hard each and every lap, and all that's got to play out together. So
I got a question. Are you a big golfer?
Nah, man.
Yeah, I try to play, but every single time I end up looking like this right here. Charles Howell III, after missing a birdie on 18, and a quick disclaimer, my putts are usually for double bogey.
Mine are worse than that, actually. You're preaching to the choir. The Quicken Loans National final round wrapped up today, and no surprise, it came down to the wire.
Yeah, it sure did, and this is what we were talking about. Howell on 18, the 21-foot birdie attempt for the win. But he misses the cut by just a centimeter, so we would head to a playoff between Howell and Kyle Stanley, tied at 7 under. Howell a chance to save par, but he misses this putt just to the right, so now Stanley a chance to win if he can make the 5-foot par putt right here. And it drops. Kyle Stanley able to recover from a bad drive in the playoff, and he is your winner of this year's Quicken Loans National for his 2nd career PGA victory.
All right, folks, it's time for a quick TV timeout, and we've got plenty more action on the other side of this break. As the Hornets took the court for another Summer League game, the team added a key piece to their roster. We'll take a look at the newest member of the Buzz City squad right after the break.
The Hornets and Malik Monk made it official today. Charlotte signed the former Kentucky Wildcat to a rookie contract. The Hornets selected Monk with the 11th overall pick in this year's NBA draft, and Monk set a Kentucky record for most points scored by a freshman in a single season. And get this, he was also the SEC's freshman and player of the year. It's pretty good.
And Monk won't see any action in Summer League. He's still dealing with that sprained ankle, but there's still a roster full of players trying to earn a spot with the Hornets this season.
Yeah, and today they took on the Pacers down in the Orlando Summer League with the chance to start off 2-0.
All right, we'll see if they can do it. With the half winding down, Hornets down 10. Here's the 2nd round pick, Dwayne Bacon, with the rebound, and he gets the jumper to fall. Later on in the 3rd quarter, Travion Graham going to get to the hoop for the tough lay-in. He had a team-high 18 points, and then here's Bacon with the nice turnaround jumper. Gets the friendly roll. He had 8 points in the game. In the 3rd quarter, Bacon showing off the assist skills. He hits Johnny O'Brien there for 3. The Hornets take a 2-point lead. Then Briante Weber. There he is with a step-back jumper, but the Hornets fall 84-77.
How about some more Summer League ball? Luke Kennard put up 16 last game, trying to have a similar outing against the Knicks. Early first, the former Blue Devil, an open look in the corner, but it rims out. But the offensive tip right back to him for another try. and he cashes in from distance, but that was his only tray of the day. But there was a reason he was the 12th overall pick. He does more than just sit behind the arc. The steal, keeps it in bounds, finishes with the lane at the other end. So we're nearing the end of the first. Kennard taking it to the cup. The floater drops, plus the foul, getting 3 the hard way. Kennard put up a solid 14 points and 5 boards as the Pistons top the Knicks 103-78.
Just a little short burst.
It's not going to rain everywhere yet. That's true.
Have a great night.